Welcome to the Referrals Podcast, the show designed to help everyone from the solopreneur to the Fortune 500 company win the referral game. If you want to build a company with an army of ambassadors and raving fans who speak highly of you and refer you willingly, you are in the right place. And now, here is your host, Michael J. Maher.
Welcome, everyone. Hello. Do we have the most special episode in the history of the Weekly Wow today? I cannot wait to hear the wows that come out of your face today. Today is the Weekly Wow from CRTs. That's right. Certified Referral Trainers have been training the last couple of days, and now they're going to share their wisdom, their words of wisdom with you at what we are creatively titling the CRT Summit. This is a free summit. I know that all of us are going to love this next. I have to tell you, I'm already more cheerful by looking at Lili's background. You know what I mean? Believe in the possibilities. And she has the 7 levels of communication back there, which nicely placed behind you. So Lili Cervantes is a franchise owner for cruise planners in Lake Stevens, which is just outside the Seattle area. She has over 20 years experience. She obviously started at 1 year old in travel, but a little over 2 years she's been with cruise planners. She comes from the legal field where she was a paralegal for 12 years before that. And she is speaking on the communication pyramid and especially focusing on the influential zone. She was single, but was married for 28 years. 4 years. She has a 22-year-old son, Jensen, who currently lives in Houston. She has 2 4-legged daughters, Lumi, which is a Chihuahua, and Coco, which is a Bichon. She endures the outdoors, skiing, hiking, biking, camping, a lot of outdoors. She loves the outdoors, and she studies God's word and the Bible as a hobby, but also enjoys fiber spinning and knitting. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the Weekly Wow, Miss Lili Cervantes. Welcome, Lili. I appreciate you being here.
Well, thank you, Michael. Let me put on my glasses so that I can make sure you're not sticking your tongue out at me or anyone else. So thank you for that presentation. I'm excited and nervous of being here. And now that you know a little bit about me, let's do something fun. I'm going to ask you a question. So you get to pick one and only one out of the following 4 options. How would your spouse, best friend, or significant other best describes you? 1, would they say that you're straight to the point? Would they say that you're social and outgoing, steady and dependable? Or would you be cautious and perfectly accurate? So go ahead and write it down on the chat under the comment, and we'll love to hear that answer.
Would love to hear if you are 1, straight to the point, 2, social and outgoing, 3, steady and dependable, or 4, cautious and perfectly accurate. If you are a 1, put a 1 in the chat, or a 1 in the Facebook Live, or a 2, or a 3, or a 4, depending on which one of those that you are. I love it. Great question.
Well, thank you, Michael. Well, now let me ask you a question. How many networking groups or group do you belong to? Me personally, I belong to 3 different networking groups. So tell me, how many do you belong to on the comments? Go ahead and write it down.
All right. If you're going to do this, make sure you spell it out. So in the first case, on the first question she asked, you put a 1, 2, 3, or 4, the number. But in this case, on the networking, spell out the number. So if you are a member of 1, spell out O-N-E. If you're a member of 2, put T-W-O. If you're in 3, put T-H-R-E-E. Or 4 or more, just put 4 or more, F-O-U-R. And the reason we're doing that is just to differentiate your answers from the first question she asked. So I love that. I'm a member of 1 networking group, by the way.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Michael. Out of those networking groups, how many referrals do you receive on a weekly or monthly basis? For example, me, out of the 3 networks that I belong to, in the past 2 years, I've received 3. That's right, 3. And I thought that was awesome. How would you like to learn a secret of receiving abundant referrals on a weekly or monthly basis? This next 3 days, I'm going to show you how you can go from a few referrals to 50 referrals on a monthly basis or possibly more. And guess what the best part is? It's free. That's right, baby, it's free. I will show you 3 simple steps to follow on how you can turn your networking efforts into abundance of referrals. Stick around for the 3-day sessions, and the last day I'm going to give away free stuff. One lucky winner will receive this awesome book that has changed my life and other prizes as well. I have 2 objects today. The first one is I'm going to show you how you can go from relationships to referrals. And the second one is show you a way I can help you even more. What if every business was done by referral only, and marketing and advertising and cold calling were against the law? What do you think about that? And every business that existed in this country needs to survive on giving the best service and delivering the product the best they can. Why? Because they depend on referrals. And what if you woke up every single day to a referral or 2? How would your life be different? How would you do things differently? One of my favorite quotes is from P.T. Barnum, and he said, "No one ever made a difference by being like everyone else." The first thing you need to do is buy this awesome book, The 7 Levels of Communication by Michael J. Maher, from me. I will ship it directly to your home. It would behoove you to read this before we can move forward. We'll park on the page before 41, the communication pyramid. The communication pyramid has 7 levels of communications, and they are one-on-one, events, phone calls, handwriting notes, electronic communication, like chat, our friend just mentioned, direct mail, and advertising. You're going to want to take notes, so I suggest you take out a piece of paper or your laptop. In the next 3 days, we will focus on what is called the influential zone of the communication pyramid. And they are one-on-one, events, phone calls, and well, that's it. That is the influential zone. And let me show you a picture of what I am talking about.
And just while she's doing that, she's not going to cover it in 3 days. She's going to cover it in 3 minutes. So I just want everybody to know that, yeah, there we go. We're chapter.
See this, and Love this it. Is the influential zone that we're going to focus on. And yes, Michael is right. I'm just going to continue and finish it today. But just anyway, so I'm going to give you a little demonstration of what a one-on-one will look like for your Are You the Chosen One? So we're going to pretend I'm meeting with Michael in a restaurant. And I'm going to use an example of my last Are You the Chosen One last week. So at this moment, Michael and I are having lunch, and after getting to know each other a little bit more in a business personal way, I'm gonna ask him when there's an opportunity. I'm gonna say something like, "Michael, do you mind if I ask you a business question?"
No, I would love for you to ask me a business question.
Oh, awesome! Thank you. I want to ask you if you happen to have a friend or a neighbor who is looking to book a vacation, who would you recommend?
Wow. So if I had a friend or neighbor who was looking to book a vacation, so they were just mentioning vacation, they were talking about vacation,
Yes.
Man, that is a good question. I would say based on us having this conversation, it would be you.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, Michael. Yes, I would love to be your go-to person for travel. And if I'm hearing you correct, if you are talking to some friends or maybe a neighbor and you're just, you're chatting away and they discuss that they're planning on going on vacation, because you don't already have a travel advisor, you will say that you're going to recommend me and I'm going to be your go-to person. Is that correct?
Yeah, I still have some questions on that, but I love that. I'd be like, how much does it cost to use your services? How much, where do you book? Can you book anywhere in the world? I love the question because it opens up a lot more questions for clarity. Love that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Michael, those two questions are very good. And you know what? My services are free. There's a lot of conceptions that travel advisors are expensive, but that's not the truth. I get paid by my travel partners. So my services to you and to your friends and family, they're going to be free. And as far as quotes and prices, that is something that that I would like to meet with you or anyone else on a one-to-one basis so that I can explain the quote based on where they want to go and etc. So it's not a number that I can just pull out of my head and give you a price. I have to do some research on that as
Like a case by case basis kind of
yes,
scenario. And
exactly.
because they book it through you, it's not going to cost any more, right?
And it's not going to cost any more. I realize that you can book vacations yourself through online because there's a lot of awesome deals. And just know that the prices or the quotes that you see online, I see them too. But one of the reasons you want to use me or refer me as your travel advisor is because my travel partners, when the prices or package deals go down, let's say if it's an all-inclusive or a cruise, because I sell all travel, not just cruises or land or river cruises, but any package. My travel partner, for example, let's say is a cruise, for instance, Norwegian, and the price goes down, they're going to notify me and say, hey, your group or your client's price just went down. You can pass on that savings or you can keep it. Me personally, because I'm looking for a long lasting relationships, not just a one-time sell, I'm going to pass on that savings to you, to your friends and your family, because I'm looking for long lasting relationships, not just a one-time sell. That's just an example. So that's one of the reasons why you want to use someone like me, so that you can save not only money, but I can save you energy and time by coordinating your vacation and your friends and family.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a wow in itself. Lili just gave us first of all, gave us a great example of the magic question, a question that we should all be asking. And that is a disc test in one question, essentially when she asked the one straight to the point, two social and outgoing, three steady and dependable, four cautious and perfectly accurate. And then she did a perfect demonstration on the one-on-one of using the Are You the Chosen One script for her business. A lot of the people we talk to on this are realtors or lenders or other avenues. And, the chosen one script is, hey, listen, if you had a friend or neighbor who's looking to sell their home, who would you have them call first, right? And she has amended a lot of the 7L system to her business and is doing fantastic in her business. And even in a COVID 2020, like the only travel people can do is Mexico and the Caribbean. She's the one people are calling. So I encourage you to, first of all, call Lili. And second of all, Lili, that was phenomenal. I appreciate you're going over an entire 7 levels of communication in 10 minutes or less. That was an amazing deal. So thank you so much. How does somebody get a hold of you if they want to learn more about your travel services?
Oh, that's a good question, Michael. They can they can go to my website, which is iTravel by Lili, Lili.com, or you can text me at 425-397-8500. That's my cell phone. Thank
Love
you.
it. I love it. Thank you for being a guest on the Weekly Wow. That was an awesome synopsis of the 7 levels of communication with examples from several of those. And that rocked. That was awesome.